Hi everyone, welcome to Naija Diaries. This is Kumilo Akemi Mercy, your host in live session. In today's episode, we'll be talking about spoken words. Spoken words. Over time, I've come to understand that words can either make or mar you. What do I mean when I say make or mar? Words can actually make you get what you want, okay? And it can actually be the end of you. Now, using what's it called as a practical example, when the pandemic struck and everybody had to be confined indoors, you had to be indoors. It was just a word that was spoken and a memo was sent, and everybody had to be on lockdown. Everybody had to be in their houses. That is spoken words and also written words. Now, how do we manage what comes out of our mouth? You know that everybody talks, we all talk, but then what comes out of us? What do we tell people? Is it to make them feel worthy or to just make them feel useless? Now, what has actually sent so many people into depression? If many people feel, okay, I don't have any reason to live again, so why don't I just go? And that could actually be as a result of the words they've heard over time, or what people have actually told them, have actually been telling them over time. Now, to you listeners or viewers, what do you tell people? Do you talk just to make people feel ridiculed, or you talk just to make people, just to lift people's mood? So to you viewers, what is the content of the words you tell people? What is the content of the words you write? A few months back, I had the experience of this written words. So I was to send someone a message. So I sent him the message. His reply was pissing, was very, very pissing. Instead of me to just reply him and tell him that I feel offended or anything, I just kept mute. I didn't say anything, I didn't call, I didn't reply the message. I just left it there. I think a month or a few weeks later, he sent me another text. I just smiled and I just let it be. The way recipients decodes information can actually be different from the idea of the person that sent the message. He might have just sent it out of, okay, let me just send this person the message. That is it. And that might be what he thought. But the way I decoded it was that he insulted me. I felt insulted. Now, such words would have actually thrown me into depression. I might have feel like, what does this person mean or anything? And I am very sure that the way everybody reacts to situations is quite different. Now, someone like me now, when I saw the message, I read it, I just felt bad for like 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes, I just put a call through. I called my friend, I laughed, and afterwards, I forgot about it. Not until he sent me another message, I think like 2 or 3 weeks later. That is me. But if it were to be someone else, they would feel like, they will have to brood on that, like, what on earth could have caused this person to... But no, mommy, I just felt like, it's human, so let me just let it be. Now, this is going to take us to people who are keypad warriors. Those are the set of people I have issues with. I really have issues with them. Someone would just write, on our social media platforms, everybody wants to write, you want to create content, put it on your page, people react and all of that. Okay, I created my content, okay, on my page. The next thing for you is to just comment, and if it doesn't go with your own idea, you'll be constructive with your criticism. Okay, you want to tackle this person, you can be constructive. But then these keypad warriors will just come into your comments box, insult you, insult your family. That is written words. Okay, some of you might be on the road, you might be sitting, you might even be hitting, and the next thing that will just come to your head is that, why would this person write this thing? Let me just blast this person. You just blast the person just because you want to sound woke. It is outrightly wrong. It's okay to have a different opinion. See, it is very, very welcome. Even that person can actually learn from what you have to offer. One thing I know is that everybody knows that. Everybody knows what's it called? Whatever it is they want to write can cause. I'm very sure of that. I want to write something now. I might have thought that, okay, this person might feel insulted. Okay, instead of writing in the person's comment box, let me inbox the person straight. That is diplomacy. You feel like, okay, this person will feel offended. Let me just go straight into the person's inbox. That is maturity. But keypad warriors will never take it. As someone that is an intellect, when you're intellectual, when you reach, you'll be like, this person is actually insane. But people are yet to detect it. But most of those people that want to sound woke and all of that, they don't have anything to lose. So you as someone who is creating content or you have something to offer the world, I think most times it's better to either change the narrative. You know, there's a way to make such people look stupid. You make them look stupid. And people will be like, that is sense. It is very, very important for us to know whatever it is we are going to say or we are going to write to people. Because for spoken words, it's just like an egg. Once it falls, you can't pick it up again. And for written words, see, we are in a very beautiful generation. Let me just put it like that. But it's okay not to sound woke sometimes. Sounding woke makes you look stupid, makes you sound stupid. You're in a generation where you can actually meet anybody online, you can make great connections, you can do projects together, they can be your customers, they can link you to anything can happen between you. But when you've already sounded woke, and now you blasted my mom, you blasted my dad, you blasted my aunt, and you feel like I'm going to connect to someone later. My dear, could possible now. We're in a generation where the internet is really taking us to places. So it's okay to type with your senses, yes. Because I know that this thing is for the youths. You're always careless, whatever it is you type. You just see anybody, someone that is old enough to be your grandpa, you just blast them, without any form of remorse. Even if they sound stupid, leave them alone. You know your life. Anybody can just pick you from anywhere and just link you up, and with time, you become a big figure. Now, once it comes to written words, you have to be careful. If you don't feel okay with anybody's idea, if you can't construct intelligently, just walk away. In fact, you can off your data. That is why I love these phones we are using. You can off your data. And with time, once you get to that place, it would have cleared off from your timeline. So you don't have anything to worry about again. And if you feel like this person, I must install this person one day, my dear, you can block that person. So you won't have any reason to feel bad again. Once you feel this person is messing with my sanity, let them go. Block them. If you feel you have anybody that can actually share whatever it is they are creating, block the person too. It's okay. You are creating your block industry. Cement, just buy cement, mix it together, block it, bam. You have nothing to lose. But what I'm just trying to say is that we have to be careful. This is a generation that the internet is actually taking us to so many places. And I've heard so many stories about this comments and all of that. You want to sound woke, but at the end, you lose jobs. You lose contracts. You lose projects. Please, it is very important for us to know that we don't have to sound woke every time. You don't have to say bad things to people every time, not even at all. One thing I want us to always remember is that the internet never forgets. Everybody will dig it out. Even if it's 100 years, people will dig it out. So what happens when they bring you the evidence after 100 years? What happens when they bring you the evidence of what you've done 20 years ago, 30 years ago? What happens? So it's very okay for us to be conscious of what we say and to be conscious of what we write. We have come to the end of today's episode on spoken words, reading words, and written words. Okay, till next week, I remain your host. But before next week, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Naija Diaries. God bless you. We love you.